previous videos is like a montage of me recording every few days my application before I believe Differin, before I used it. So basically what happened was back in mid-February, I started using this face wash by Dr. Dennis Gross, which I'll insert here. And on top of that, I was exfoliating daily with the Dermalogica micro exfoliant powder. And I basically damaged my skin barrier, right? Put these back on. So I had a severe breakout around my lip, not my lips, well, so yeah, jaw area. I'm gonna do my nails on here because look, they raggedy. And that's a story time for that too. So anyway, I believe this is a base coat. I don't know. These little cheap things, you can't tell what's what. Yes, it says base coat. So this is a base coat. This is the oil, and this is the actual color. So I was getting desperate, and like I have a prescription for retinol, right? But I haven't been using it because I know that retinol can be more drying, and you need to do moisturizers and all that stuff, right? So I decided to try Differin. So I got the small tube, and I believe that's a 30-day size, and I went and did some research and found out that when you start Differin or any retinoid, you do want to use it every other day or once or twice a week to begin to see how your skin tolerates it. And because I was desperate, I was using it every few days. But the first few days, I did apply a benzoyl peroxide gel also, because once again, I was looking at something and it was saying, oh, Duo, which is a combination of adapalene and benzoyl peroxide. I was like, well, let me just double up, right? So I did that. I didn't have any side effects with that because I did moisturize after I used that combo, but I only did that for maybe 2 nights, right? So tip when you do your own nails, you do want to roll the nail polish. You don't want to shake it. Rolling it distributes the pigments better, right? Even though it's the cheap ass brand, but you know. So I did that, right? And the thing about Differin is it's not a spot treatment. You need to apply it all over your face, whether you have acne on those spots or not. So that's what I did. I applied it all over my face every few days. Some days I did it 2 days in a row, but most of the time it was like every 2 to 3 days I would apply it, right? I have sand on my nails, y'all. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So that's what I did. And I must say, oh, and then I also used the pan-oxyl hydrogen peroxide, not hydrogen, Lord. I also used the pan-oxyl benzoyl peroxide cleanser, right? I use that night and day, pretty much consistently. Some nights I did use the other cleansers, but overall that was the cleanser that I used, right? And you do want to apply this to dry. Oh my god, this isn't dry. This is gonna look horrible. I feel like I'm gonna take this off and get home. All this for nothing. So I did apply the the gel, pea-sized amount, all over my face when I did do it. Now, a couple times I did top it off with a moisturizer, and a couple times I did use a moisturizer first before doing the treatment, before applying it, right? And honestly, I don't think I noticed a difference as far as whether my skin was dry the next day or not. So you're supposed to use it for about 90 days. Look at this, y'all, this is raggedy. You're supposed to use it for about 90 days to get the full effect of it. So right now, I'm like at the beginning of it. And I can honestly say that I like the results. I like that I don't have to be consistent with it as far as using it every day. You know, So that works with me because y'all know I'm inconsistent and consistent and stuff. So I should do it. So I do recommend it. And like I said, you don't need a prescription. It used to be prescription only, but you can buy it over the counter. I did purchase the 90-day supply on Amazon recently because I am pretty much almost out. This is going to be a hot ass mess. It's quick dry, see, it's already dry, but this first dry. This is dry. This is nasty. Very nasty. God. So I am thinking that that's what's going to happen. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. This damn truck just drove by. I didn't even realize. So yeah, I'm going to use it. I'm going to continue to use it because what I was going to do was switch over and start using my retin-A. I still might do that, but for now, I think I'm going to continue with the Differin Panoxyl regimen. This is horrible. I don't even know why I thought this was a good idea. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because at this point in the game, I mean, like, I feel like I shouldn't be having acne this bad when I'm about to be 50 years old. And that was one of my things when I was like younger. I was like, oh wow, I should be done with this acne thing, you know, in my 40s. Because you know, they always say, oh, you're gonna grow out of bad skin. Yeah, that's a lie. Oh, this is horrible. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? It's like the formula is like clumpy. I'm pretty sure if I threw some acetone in this, it would be a little better, but I don't have acetone with me. Pretty sure doing your nails at the beach could be considered not a cool thing, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I am going to do that. And oh wow, this is horrible. But you know, I'm a G. I'm gonna thug it out. I would try to recover whatever I can from these fingernails. I just need them to be dry in the next 15 minutes so I can put my clothes back on. I can put my clothes back on. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, right? Considering, yeah, it looked like a little kid did it with a fucking crayon or something. So yeah, Differin for the win. Yes, I recommend. Like I said, basically you do want to use it once or twice a week to see how your skin reacts to it. You do want to use a moisturizer, and you also want to make sure that you use sunscreen because it is a retinoid. And that's it. I don't have any energy right now. I feel like I was watching another YouTuber today, and she was like, "Hi, welcome back to my channel." I was just like, "Oh, I need some of that. I need whatever she got. I need some of that. I need some of that." Don't do your nails at the beach, y'all. Don't do your nails at the beach. I thought it'd be a fun thing to do, but I don't know. I kind of want to see this through to see if I can thug it out and make something of this, because I'm going to happy hour in like oh god, this is horrible, in 2 hours. And for some reason I thought fingernail polish would be better than wearing my own nails, which are raggedy. Well, since we're talking about nails, I mean, it's a wholly other topic. You know what, let me just end this video because I can talk about nails another time, right? But since we're here, I'll talk about nails. I'll just add this to my vlog. But anyway, I was getting the gel polish starting around mid-December last year, right? Started off with a French tip. I really liked it. It grew out nicely. And I was like, I like these, right? So I asked my friend where did she get her nails done at? And it was literally a nail salon like across the street from where I got my nails done originally. So I checked them out. I was like, oh, I like these people because they use sanitized tools and it looks real organized and get you in, get you out. Other place only had one or two people. Sanitation was highly questionable. So I was like, okay. So I went there about 2 times. Yeah, I had another French manicure, and then I had my nails painted red, this reddish orange color around what holiday was that? Valentine's Day. And then I went back for another set, the pink ones I saw in the other video. And the 2 times before, I had removed the polish by myself with the solution I got from Amazon. But the last time I went in and have them removed it. Now I thought they were going to use like acetone or something to get it off, but no, they used the actual drill. Okay, this isn't bad. As long as I go back over with this base coat, it kind of smooths out the lumps. So I went back and he started drilling using the little nail drill to file off the polish. And I remember sitting there thinking, oh my God, what is he doing? Because at some point, when he went to buff them with the buffer, the nail block thingy, I could feel how sensitive my nails were. And I was satisfied with the way they looked, but then it was like, oh no, this, I was like, I don't know, something happened, right? And it was so funny because like, he was admiring my natural nails and he was like, you want me to cut them down? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna cut them down for it. Look at beautiful. And another nail tech, she was like, oh, I like your nails, they're pretty, right? I don't know if he did that on purpose, he was being a hater or what, but long story short, when it came time for me, well actually, a couple of days after I got my nails done, I went to go get gas. And my finger like poked like the gas cap in my middle finger on my right hand. The nail like cracked, right? It didn't break off, it just cracked. I was like, oh, right? And so I ooh, okay, this looks better, but it looks, ooh, I'm so easy to dry. And it cracked, right? And so I was like, oh my God. That was the first thing, right? And then a few days later, this pinky finger cracked, like on the side. And then a week later, this one cracked. It was a crack right here, the other side of the crack. And then, so long story short, within like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, it was like a wrap. Those nails, you know, it wasn't looking good. So I was like, well, I guess I'll cut them down and take them off and go back and get them redone, right? In the process of me using that gel that I was using, my nails were so weak and fragile that whatever chemicals in that stuff was like bending my fingernails, and it was bending into my nail, to my skin, and I was like, ouch. So I had to stop that process. You know, I took off whatever polish was left, and something told me to just wait because this finger was literally cut down to like, I had to cut because my nail was about to break off anyway. And so I went to the nail shop, and the guy was like assessing my nails because they were like paper thin. He calls over his colleague and they're looking, they're like, He basically said, oh, you can't have your nails done. They're too weak. You gotta come back in about a month or something. I was like, fuck. So he did hook my shit up because my shit was fine before that. So lesson learned, do not let them remove your gel polish with a fucking drill, especially if you have long, strong nails, because they hate on you. They'll fucking shit up.